the top stories, National Student Congress slated for February 28th and 29th. U.S. Ambassador Nias presents credentials to Dame Marcella, and Ministry of Public Infrastructure hears from St. Peter's residents at Town Hall meeting. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for two at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Mosoka, 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 mosoka.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Scotty Sia Hendrickson. Student council representatives from across St. Kitts and Nevis will convene in a National Student Congress slated for February 28th and 29th, 2024. Minister of Youth Empowerment, the Honorable Iseline Phillip, made the announcement during the Prime Minister's press conference on Tuesday.
The Department of Youth Empowerment will be hosting a National Student Congress where we will be bringing together representatives from all of the student school councils at both primary and high school level to be able to come together and discuss problems and solutions as it relates to violence in the schools and crime in the Federation as a whole.
Minister Phillip says the hosting of the National Student Congress is part of St. Kitts and Nevis's crime prevention strategy.
No, this initiative in terms of hosting this activity and bringing student governments and student councils together is part of the crime prevention strategy that the National Task Force on Violence as a Public Health issue is focusing on. So with this initiative, the Congress is hosted in partnership with the Ministry of Education, as well as in collaboration with representation from Ministry of Justice and Legal Affairs, the Department of Probation and Child Protection Services, and the National Task Force on Violence as a Public Health issue.
Day 1 of the National Student Congress will cater for primary school students on St. Kitts, and Day 2 will cater to students at the secondary level, as well as the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College and the Nevis Sixth Form College.
So the intention with this Congress is to be able to engage our young people and get them thinking about conflict, what are the problems, how we see violence manifesting in our schools, and for them as youth leaders to begin to think about what they can do, what changes can be made, and of course make suggestions to those in the room as to how we can all be part of the solution to be able to combat violence in all its forms, which then leads to a lot of crime that we see. So this initiative is how we're trying to engage the young people to make sure that they're also part of the all-of-society approach to combating crime and violence.
Sessions will run from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. daily and are expected to see more than 150 students in attendance. U.S. Ambassador Roger F. Nias presented credentials to Dame Marcella GCMG JP, Governor General of St. Kitts and Nevis, on Tuesday as means of continuing relations with the Federation. Ambassador Nias also served the countries of Barbados, St. Lucia, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. According to word from Government House, discussions with both parties covered international priorities, China-Caribbean diplomacy, health diplomacy, security in areas of aviation security, CARISecure, the Caribbean Basin Security Initiative, training opportunities, and CARICOM USA partnership. The Ministry of Public Infrastructure held a town hall meeting at the St. Peter's Community Center on Thursday to facilitate discussions on the rehabilitation of the St. Peter's Main Road and F.D. Williams Highway East. The town hall meeting was attended by the Honorable Prime Minister and Parliamentary Representative for St. Christopher No. 8, Dr. Terence Drew, His Excellency Ambassador Cedric Liburd, and Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Sustainable Development, Charolita Dorr Tyson, among others. The project's contractor owner of Rock and Dirt Limited, Alexis Hazel, discussed the nature and extent of the work to be completed behind the scenes.
This road is designed and built, so I am going to use the community to help us with what we need to do in terms of people who live there. They know their situation because they live with it every day. So we're going to widen drains, we're going to lift drains, we're going to cover the drains. So you see from Bass Bakery straight down to the airport, there'll be an underground drain. So your water problem is solved. The roads that is not involved with what we are doing, we are milling the material and crushing the material. What I'm going to do with that material, I'm going to just give the government and spread it on these dirt road that is causing a lot of dust and messing up people's houses and their windows. That's going to cause the government some saving, some money until the government is ready to pave those roads.
Residents discussed existing and expectant challenges related to the project. Among them were concerns about the detour that might cause significant inconvenience in commuting through the area and the noise and dust pollution associated with the project. Public Works Department Director George Gilbert assured them that the Public Works Department would give adequate notice of detours and informed them that the contractor would minimize dust pollution. Before the meeting ended, the Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Terence Drew, gave brief remarks that underscored the project's importance to the residents, who collectively deemed it past due.
I want to thank the people of St. Peter's for coming out tonight and having a robust discussion about the development going forward. I listened keenly. I wanted to be here. I wanted to hear from you, the people, to understand what is really going on and how you feel with respect to the development in St. Peter's. So I came here tonight as well as a resident of St. Peter's, having born here, lived here, grown here, and of course I'm very interested in the development of this community as much as you are. So we are all in this together.
The Honorable Prime Minister also reiterated the importance of the Ministry of Public Infrastructure in realizing the transformation of St. Peter's.
So while we do the main road, we go through Stapleton area, some areas of it. We're going to go through White House. We're going to go through Lower Monkey Hill. We are doing some areas in Upper Monkey Hill. So this is going to be a massive project taking place in St. Peter's to really convert it into what I call the great state of St. Peter's. Infrastructure has to be a part of it.
That was the Prime Minister, Honorable Dr. Terence Drew. After the break, Agriculture Minister reaffirms support for farmers and National Bank hosts Customer Appreciation Day. Stay with us.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new Flo, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired by you.
Your boy Super Handy Andy with your Super Handy Andy deals at Hotspot's Building Center for the month of February. 5 gallons easy clean low sheen white paint was $682.85, now $580.43. Multi-purpose stapler gun was $130, now $110.49. LED lights was $563.71, now $479.15. Tool combo kit was $1283.85, get it for $1091.28. Storage tool step was $199.54, now only $108.83. Super handy Andy deals at Hosser's Billing Center for the month of February, making home improvement easy.
Healthwise on ZIZ TV, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Hosted by Dr. Malik Lescott, Dr. Jolette Woodley, and Dr. Patrice Lawrence.
On your own, oh yeah. Build your future today. Let Own Mortgage show you the way. On your own, your family, your home, build it with pride. National Bank is right here by your side. With every step, with every loan. National Bank helps you find your own. Oh yeah, build your future today. Let Own Mortgage show you the way. On your own.
Welcome back. Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Samuel Duggins, has reiterated the government's support for farmers as St. Kitts and Nevis works towards reducing the food import bill by 25% by 2025.
We continue to work in agriculture. We are steadfast in our efforts to meet our 25 by 25 agenda. We have since had 100+ farmers who have signed on and given their commitment to ensure that they are able to be a part of sharing that $50 million, because our target sees us trying to achieve $50 million worth of productivity locally, and our farmers have determined they want to be a part of sharing in that $50 million. And so to date, 100 and just about 51 or 52 farmers to date, I think, have been signed on to that program. But beyond that, we continue to put in the infrastructure to support the program as well, because we recognize our farmers have a duty to produce, but we have a duty to support.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Marine Resources and Cooperatives and the International Cooperation and Development Fund, Taiwan ICDF, are jointly implementing the St. Kitts and Nevis layer chicken industry sustainable development project. The project will see the establishment of a hatchery on St. Kitts and one on Nevis, which, according to the Minister Duggins, will greatly benefit poultry farmers in the Federation.
We are pleased to note that the hatchery project at the Bayford's Livestock Center is well underway. The Taiwanese have stepped in. Last year we signed the Memorandum of Understanding, and the hatchery project is just about ready, approaching completion, and I understand somewhere between March, April, we should be able to open the doors to production in our hatchery. To connect with, we have also put in this year's budget for a slaughtering facility for poultry, and I'm pleased to know that that is also underway. So once we have the hatchery, we will then connect with the slaughtering facility, and our farmers could then raise the birds in the center of the production line and then have a nice ecosystem to tackle that $20 million of poultry product that we import. And we recognize if we import $20 million worth of poultry product every year, we must equip our farmers to partake in that area.
The focus on reducing the importation of poultry falls directly in line with St. Kitts and Nevis's pursuit of achieving CARICOM's 25% by 25 agenda, which is aimed at reducing the high regional food import bill. Customers of the St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank Limited received a treat on Thursday when the bank held an appreciation day at its St. Kitts and Nevis branches. Customers were treated with tasteful delights and also participated in a personality video where they stood a chance to win cash. The Customer Appreciation Day formed part of the bank's 53rd anniversary activities. Customers and employees took turns expressing their gratitude to the bank and gave their well wishes.
I'm very proud to be part of this celebration, very exciting celebration today. 53 years, it's an incredible milestone, and delighted to be a part of this celebration.
And I want to extend to St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank a happy 53rd anniversary. And I wish you continued success, continued financial growth, and continued prosperity for the people of St. Kitts and Nevis, and by extension the Eastern Caribbean Union. Thank you. Happy 53rd National Bank.
I just want to say happy 53 to National, the best bank in the region, the best bank around in the region, the best people to go to. If there's any problem, they always take care of it. Happy 53 National.
Just wishing National Bank happy 53rd anniversary. May God continue to bless you all.
Abkim Bryan of Sandy Point, St. Kitts has been sentenced to serve time in His Majesty's prison for rape and buggery. The criminal offenses were committed on June 4th, 2019. On Monday, His Lordship Justice Ian Morley, KC, handed down 2 sentences. For the offense of rape, Mr. Bryan was sentenced to 15 years in prison, and for the offense of buggery, he received a sentence of 6 years. Both sentences are set to run concurrently. Coming up in regional news, disabled persons in St. Lucia assist